Where on earth has Emily of Bite Size Vegan gone to, folks?
So I normally hesitate to do call-out videos against other vegan YouTube channels, typically just because there's bigger fish to fry. There's so many other bigger channels who are promoting animal cruelty and unhealthy lifestyles. It just doesn't usually make sense to devote my time attacking a fellow vegan. One exception to this would be Charles Marlow, aka the Vegan Cheetah. The reason I criticized him was because he did develop a somewhat significant social media following, and he did so by slandering vegan activists, trying to actually harm the vegan movement. Well, I found someone who shares a lot of similarities with Charles, and he goes by the name of Plant Eats. He started his channel 2 years ago. It started out as a simple vlog channel, just sharing his vegan lifestyle, what he eats, exercise routines, recipes, stuff like that. Well, that didn't get him any views. So he started doing what Charles Marlow was doing, attacking fellow vegan YouTubers to get attention from a niche audience. And then he went from only getting a few hundred views per video to getting several thousands of views.
Are there like any normal vegans on YouTube? I can't eat 30 bananas a day. I don't want to quit my job, move to Thailand, and set up a Patreon account and buy a stupid bike. And I definitely don't want a vasectomy. Seriously though, thanks for clicking on this video, and let's just get right down to it. Okay, check out this clip and tell me this doesn't completely blow your mind.
Why have I decided to have a vasectomy?
I want to talk about my boyfriend's vasectomy.
And that men get vasectomies. All men have to get vasectomies.
Any regrets on your vasectomy? When did you have it done?
When you get a vasectomy, no one can take advantage of you like that.
This is the face of vegan YouTube today. Is this okay with you? Is this how you want things to be? You don't have to become a freak if you go vegan.
So this is the general tune of his channel: find popular vegan YouTubers and make petty criticisms about them to get attention from a niche audience, a la Charles Marlow. Now, I don't think it's wrong for fellow vegans to criticize each other when there are legitimate criticisms to be made, and not everyone is going to agree on every topic like vasectomies and antinatalism. But much like Charles Marlow, Plant Eats keeps trying to push the boundaries in order to get as many views as possible. And sometimes this crosses over into the realm of outright slander. So Plant Eats originally made a very childish video mocking Emily from Bite Size Vegan, basically calling her an idiot for absolutely no reason other than to just try to get attention. He took that video down from his channel because it made him look bad after Emily made a video about how she's having mental health problems from work-related stress, and she told everyone that she has a form of autism.
I'm autistic. I've never shared this publicly, and I want to be clear that in talking about my experience, I am not and cannot speak for other autistics. I've spent my whole life trying to understand and operate in a world that seems completely foreign. I'm only now even barely beginning to understand how I'm wired, so to speak, and slowly learning how to work with instead of against my brain. I, for one, have always had to reach a place of extreme overexertion to even consider dialing anything back. And with the animals being my central focus every day the last few years as a full-time activist, it's taken me pushing myself even further beyond exhaustion than ever before. But I have to start listening to what I've said to all of you in many videos. In order to help others, you must first help yourself.
So yeah, calling someone with autism and mental health problems an idiot doesn't reflect too well on your character. So he took that video down and he made a fake apology video, and he also took the opportunity to virtue signal and talk about how he's such a great person because, you know, all he really wants is to be nice and friendly with everyone, and he's really, really sorry.
Well, today's video is pretty simple, guys. I feel I need to apologize to another YouTuber for being too harsh and saying some things I now regret. And that YouTuber would be Emily of Bite Size Vegan. Making videos for YouTube is something I'm still growing into, and I have and will continue to make many rookie mistakes. And the right thing to do when you make mistakes publicly is to make a public apology. Last night I watched the video I put out on Emily, and honestly, I nearly cringed. I didn't feel I was being sufficiently fair and balanced in my discussion of her content. I felt the message I really wanted to convey got lost somewhere between video conception and the editing phase. And I also wonder if maybe I was subconsciously going through something at the time and as a result took it out on Emily. Looking at it through the eyes of a new viewer, one would be left to think I'm mean-spirited and cranky, which is certainly not who I am as a person. This was also evident in some of the comments you guys left for me after I uploaded the video. Look, when some of my strongest supporters are asking me to be nicer, I have no choice but to listen.
So this guy is just a dishonest, opportunistic asshole. He'll try to push the boundaries as far as he possibly can until he notices it will harm his reputation and he'll get backlash from his viewers. Well, that wasn't the last time he tried to ruin Emily's reputation. Only 2 weeks ago, he made a video claiming that Emily was trying to scam her Patreon supporters. Does this not sound exactly like Charles Marlowe?
Hey guys, and welcome back to another super fresh video with yours truly, the voice of reason.
I love how you call yourself the voice of reason when your channel is dedicated to lying about people for attention.
Where on earth has Emily of Bite Size Vegan gone to, folks? She's active on Instagram, but hasn't posted a single video on YouTube in over 7 months. And some of her fans want answers. Not only do they want to know why she abruptly left them on YouTube, but they're also confused as to why she continues to collect donations from her channel and over $3,000 from Patreon monthly. And why don't most YouTubers take this issue on, you ask? Because they all want your money and have their very own Patreon accounts. Just like politics, guys, we gotta get the money out of YouTube. Now, I'm really mixed about this because Emily comes across as genuine, but at the same time, I've always had a problem with social justice crowdfunding. But these are my views, and so I wanted to see what her viewers were saying since her abrupt departure from her platform without explanation.
Okay, so this is a multifaceted lie. First of all, in the last 2 videos on Emily's channel, she explained that she is leaving YouTube and she's going to pursue other means of vegan activism, which includes things like public speaking.
If there is to be any hope for me to continue the work that I desperately want to keep doing every minute of the day, I have to step back from certain aspects for the time being in order to learn and put into place the necessary supports for myself. At least for the time being, I will not be posting regularly on YouTube, and I'll be far less present on social media in general, though I will likely still post on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter from time to time, so feel free to follow me on those if you'd like. Before wrapping up, I of course want to spell out what all of this means logistically for Bite Size Vegan in the channel right now. I'm not going to drop off the face of the earth, and I'm still not going on vacation. I still have upcoming speeches. 2 already confirmed are Veg Michigan and the Cleveland Veg Fest, as well as slaughterhouse vigil trips and volunteer time at farmed animal sanctuaries, among other things. I will post any events open to the public on the About page of bitesizevegan.com. While I am taking a step back from YouTube, I'm not going on vacation. I'll be working full-time, just not in as visible a manner as I always have. And actually working on keeping it to just full-time to allow for some sleepage and much neglected self-care stuff. I heard that's a thing. One of the things I'll be focusing on is in-person education, which I've really been enjoying. And I have upcoming public speeches at Michigan and Cleveland Veg Fests. A great way to stay informed is to sign up for the free Nugget newsletter at bitesizevegan.com.
So you've known for 8 months now that she took a step back from YouTube because she wanted to pursue other means of activism, yet you claim she left YouTube without any explanation. So you're lying to everyone. You know why she left YouTube, and you also know what her Patreon funding is for. It's even outlined on her Patreon page. Nowhere does it mention anything about YouTube video production. So, can you not read? What are those glasses for? You are clearly a fucking lying piece of shit. I also forgot to mention that Plant Eats actually admitted in this video that he saw Emily's last video on her channel.
So after trolling through the hundreds of comments left on her final video, this is what I discovered.
So he just admitted that he took a look at Emily's video from 8 months ago where she explained in detail that she's taking a step back from YouTube, she's going to focus on in-person type activism, and she also went over what's happening with her Patreon account. And now he's trying to act like, where did Emily go? She gave no explanation, and what's happening with her Patreon? When you know exactly what happened because you admitted that you saw this video. And on top of that, her fans aren't wondering where she went and why she stopped making YouTube videos. That's another lie. Again, she uploaded these videos publicly. She even made a post on her Patreon page 8 months ago about how she's going to stop making YouTube videos and focus on other means of activism. She explained all of this in great detail to her fans and her Patreon supporters, you fucking liar. So how many lies is that now? You lied that you don't understand why she left YouTube and what her Patreon page is for when you've known about this for 8 months now, and you're lying that her fans don't understand what happened to her and what her Patreon money is going towards, when they fully understand just as well as you do what it's for. Emily explained all of this in great detail to her fans. So you are intentionally slandering a vegan activist purely for attention and views, just like Charles Marlowe. And the lies don't stop there. He also found fake comments left by troll accounts, and he's trying to pass this off as legitimate fan concerns.
And take a look at this comment from Fitness Perfection, who says, I like the fact that you care more about yourself than animals now. Very human-centric of you.
So Plant Eats found a comment from a guy named Fitness Perfection, and this anonymous person is basically claiming that he's mad about Emily's Patreon and she's being selfish, caring more about herself than the animals she supposedly cares for. Well, if you go to his YouTube channel, he admits to being an anti-vegan troll. It says right there in his channel description, claiming he's dedicating this channel to anti-vegan arguments. So again, another lie from Plant Eats. He claimed that this is a legitimate fan of Emily's when it's clearly not. He's just a troll. He's cherry-picking fake comments in order to build this story up that Emily is trying to scam her Patreon supporters and she's not doing any work, but she's pocketing all this money, when that's clearly not the case and you're fucking lying. Then, after all these lies, he continues to insult her, calling her lazy as if she's trying to get a free ride off of Patreon donations.
Okay, are Emily's viewers justified in being upset that she's still taking charity money months after leaving YouTube? I think they are, and as a content creator, I can tell you it takes very little effort to post a video for the people who are paying your bills. According to her Instagram, she's participated in some panel discussions in recent months, which is great. She has a lot of knowledge and experience, and it's helpful to share it out. But why couldn't she do that while holding a job like you and I? I bet nearly every one of you watching has to get up tomorrow morning and go to work. And this is on top of raising children, managing a relationship, exercising, having hobbies.
Okay, you lying, slanderous piece of shit. Emily is by far the most hardworking person I've ever seen. You can't begin to understand the amount of effort she puts in to her job as an animal activist. She deserves every penny she's earning from Patreon and more. Yet here you are making up flat-out lies about her. You're trying to claim that she's fucking lazy and pocketing all the money from Patreon. And, oh, you're so amazing, Plant Eats. You work so much harder than Emily. You upload videos to YouTube, but she doesn't. And you have a full-time job when you're still uploading YouTube videos, but here's Emily sitting on the couch and getting thousands of dollars. No, that's not what's going on. You're a selfish, lazy, lying fucking cunt. And what are you doing this for? Of all people, why are you attacking Emily? She's the best vegan activist ever. Like, she has family-friendly content, she's polite to everyone, she's just a sweetheart, she's hardworking. Like, why are you doing this to her when she's done nothing to attack you or anyone else? Now, apparently this guy Plant Eats is fairly well off financially. He claims to own a $1 million condo in Vancouver. I heard he works as a teacher, but I'm not totally sure about his occupation. But regardless, the guy doesn't seem to be desperate for cash. So the only reason I could imagine he'd be trying to slander vegan activists like Emily is because of petty jealousy and the need for attention. This is just such insane behavior coming from a grown adult. I think he may have a personality disorder. It's one thing to just make small complaints about things like vasectomies and antinatalism. That's understandable. But he is actually making up deliberate lies, trying to slander people and ruin the careers and reputations of hardworking, well-meaning animal activists. And it's all because he hates how he's not the center of attention. Emily also isn't the only person he's attacked. He's gone after just about every single prominent vegan YouTuber, including Mike the Vegan. And again, Mike, he's a really nice guy. I met him in person. Seems like a really honest, down-to-earth dude. And his content on YouTube is family-friendly, unlike mine. He never swears. He never viciously attacks people. So what could Plant Eats possibly have to say about Mike the Vegan?
Hey guys, and welcome back to another super fresh video with yours truly, the voice of reason.
I've already proven that you deliberately lie for attention, so stop calling yourself the voice of reason.
Okay, today's video is all about Mike the Vegan. This guy seemed to almost instantaneously become a member of the vegan social media elite. I think largely through the promotion from Happy Healthy Vegan.
Right away you can tell that the only reason he made this attack video on Mike is because he's jealous that Mike the Vegan gets more attention and views than him. That's the first thing he mentions. Mike the Vegan gets more attention than me and I don't like that. And notice how he also calls him a member of the vegan social media elite. That's a term that Charles Marlow, aka the Vegan Cheetah, made up. He copies Vegan Cheetah's content format, he slanders the same people in the same way Charles Marlow did, and he even uses the same language as Vegan Cheetah. It's almost as if you know what you're doing and you're following a proven blueprint for quick and easy views.
Now, I see the appeal here. He really sells himself as a scientific authority. So this got me thinking, what are Mike's credentials anyway? And is this even a fair question to ask? Now, I certainly think it is. I mean, his channel has over 170,000 subscribers, and his videos get tens of thousands of views. So I looked over his channel, watched a number of his videos, did a Google search, visited his Facebook, and all I could find was that he's a self-proclaimed science writer. Nowhere had he reported if he had a science degree or a master's degree or a doctoral degree.
So now, because of jealousy and the need for attention, he's trying to claim that no one should listen to Mike the Vegan because he doesn't have any credentials. He's not a doctor, a PhD, or anything like that, so even though Mike provides valid scientific evidence for his claims, no one should listen to him because he's not a doctor. Wait, does that sound familiar to you? Like people you've seen on YouTube before? That's right, every single fitness YouTuber in existence. Why is Plant Eats making this claim about Mike the Vegan when there is an endless list of fitness YouTubers giving out harmful, misleading information that isn't backed by science, and they have no education? They're trying to convince people to eat animal products high in saturated fat and cholesterol. Why aren't you criticizing those people? But here's Mike saying, hey everyone, plant-based diets are the way to go. It's more healthy, more ethical, more environmentally friendly. No, that's somehow a problem for Plant Eats because Mike is getting more attention than him, and if any vegan YouTuber gets more attention than Plant Eats, well, then he'll have to find a way to try to slander and discredit them so he can get all the attention. This argument doesn't even make any sense from any angle you look at it. So credentials mean you automatically know what you're talking about? Okay, well, Dr. Eric Berg is an actual medical doctor who claims butter is a health food. It can make you skinny and it protects against chronic disease like heart disease. So here is someone with credentials giving out harmful, misleading information that isn't backed by science. So does it really matter if someone has a fancy degree, or does it matter more whether or not someone's information is scientifically accurate? And again, what is your problem with what Mike the Vegan is saying? All he's doing is saying fruits and vegetables are healthy. Oh damn, does this guy have any credentials? Who the hell is he to tell people that fruits and vegetables are healthy? So for those of you who are still watching, thanks for watching this far into the video. This guy Plant Eats is a complete asshole. He's a lying, manipulative douchebag, and because of that, I'm a little bit worried that this video will get taken down by him somehow by filing some kind of complaint. If that happens, please download this video and re-upload it to your channels. I don't care if you monetize it or not. I just want to make sure this video stays up here. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch part 2, which should be coming out shortly.